How would you characterize where the mood is right now after 2 obviously disappointing weeks?
Yeah, I mean, losing sucks. It never gets easier, and I think it's important for us to still, obviously come out here and work and expect good things to happen. And I know there's still a lot of belief in this team, and everyone believes in each other. And we just, at the end of the day, have to go out there and execute on Saturdays and transition. From practice to the game days, and we'll be all right. So, that's the focus.
When you evaluated the way that the passing game went against Oregon State, what stood out to you as the issues there, and how do you fix them?
Yeah, I mean, I think, everyone has to, go out and execute the game plan and, pay attention to the little details. And, I'm the first one to say it that I got to be better. I will be better, and, we just have to come together and, execute the game plan at the end of the day.
I mean, you never want to make excuses, but how much do you miss not having C.J. Smith and Jamal out there?
Yeah, I mean, our room's deep, so we obviously have guys that'll come in, step up and make plays, but, I feel for those guys. Obviously, would love to have them out here, and, I think they feel the same way. Injuries suck, but, I'm confident in our receiver room, and, whoever's out there, I feel good.
One of those guys, Cam Brown, is a guy who seems like he adds value to this room. He's not playing a lot, but he's kind of a coach on the sideline. He's a veteran guy. What do you see that he adds to that group?
Yeah, he's very smart. He wants to learn and be in the right spots, and he's a great communicator in that sense. And, I think, as we go, he's going to get more and more reps. Obviously him just coming off an injury, it's tough to throw him right back in the fire. But he's a guy that we have a lot of belief in, and he's going to make some plays for us.
Go back to Jamal. Obviously against Indiana State, you guys came out and targeted him right away to start both halves of that game. It seemed like he was going to be a very reliable target for you this season. Now you're not going to have him for maybe up to a month. Like, how do you adjust to that as a quarterback? Because I know it's just the next guy up, but also probably the way that I would assume the way you've been kind of envisioning how the season might go, he was going to be a big part of who you were looking for.
Yeah, I think, in a season you're going to get hit with adversity, no matter injury, losses, and it's how you bounce back from that. And like I said, we have guys that are going to step up in that room. And, for me, at the end of the day, I'm just going to go through my reads, and, the defense will tell me where to go with the ball, no matter who's out there. So, that's my approach. And but, yeah.
How do you keep your head up and you stay positive? It's got to be frustrating.
Yeah, like I said, losing sucks, and it never gets easier. But, it's a long season. We've only been through 3 games. We have so many more opportunities. So I think, that's the bright side of it. And, like I said, as long as we stay together in this locker room and, trust and believe in what we're doing, we'll be all right, and we're going to get it figured out.
Staying on the field's been an issue, too. Third down conversions. What can the offense do to get better on third downs?
Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said earlier, just the little details and executing, the game plan. And, for me, I just got to do my job better and, get the ball to my playmakers.
Even though it didn't lead to a win, how important was it to establish a running game at Oregon State?
Yeah, I mean, that was huge. Obviously, I think, we competed, really hard on Saturday, and, the run game was awesome. So definitely to get that established, and, we're going to, use that for weeks going forward, and, we're going to take some benefits, even though it was a loss. We learned, a lot of stuff, good and bad, in that game, and we're just going to use it to our advantage.
If you had known going in, if someone had told you going in, you guys were going to run the ball that well, would you have also assumed that the passing game would have been able to benefit from that, or are they so detached that doesn't necessarily follow?
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you get the running game going, the pass opens up more, and vice versa. But at the end of the day, we didn't execute our job in the passing game, and we relied more on the running game. And credit to the O-line and Reggie and Mock, because they played their butts off.
What did you see on it's called a pick six, but it's almost like a not accurate way to call what happened on that play?
Yeah, obviously I was taking my drop, looking down the middle to hold backers, turned, and the end got a hand on it, and I guess it hit Reggie's foot. So unfortunate, but again, in football, you're going to get all sorts of adversity, and it's how you respond to that. And I think after the loss, it'll be important for our guys to respond in the correct way.
I guess how do you process that as a competitor that in some ways, especially in this last game, it was more like the timing or the magnitude than it was like the mistake itself. Like there's been a little bit of bad luck, a little bit.
Yeah, obviously, that play probably wouldn't happen. If we did it 50 times again, it's kind of crazy. But again, we got to bounce back from that, and obviously not let it affect you throughout the rest of the game at all, and just go out there and execute the plays. So,
what do you see from Nebraska's defense?
Yeah, they're a good team. Good players. They're smart, and they do a lot of things defensively. So, it'll be important for us to prepare the right way, and see the looks that we're going to get, and be ready for them.
You only play against the defense. You don't play against the other quarterback. But when the other team has a quarterback that is productive, does that factor into your thinking that week? Like, you have to especially be playing at a certain level?
Obviously, their offense is a good offense, but at the end of the day, I'm focused on doing my job. To me, it shouldn't matter what they do on offense because we expect to go out there and score every time we touch the ball. So, that's my mindset. So I don't worry too much about that and just focus on our job.
One more question.
Yeah, you're not a big social media guy, but how do you block out all the noise? You pay attention to what's being said out there at all?
No, obviously, I haven't even really opened it up and saw anything. So, for me, I try to, if I hear anything, obviously block it out and just, talk to the people that I'm close with and, that I trust advice from. And other than that, I'm not too worried about it. And, I'm just going to put my head down and keep working and do the best that I can do. And, trusting the man upstairs and, good things will work out. So I'm just, continuing, my work and my grind and, I believe good things will come.